Hello, everyone. This is our demo for our project called SmartUP. Our team is made up of 4 people. I'm Mohamed, Eli, Sid, and Param. So onto our presentation, and particularly the problem we're trying to solve. SmartUP is an educational project that is made by students for students. It aims to address one of the central problems that negatively affect students of all ages today: the lack of clarity and quality of the information they receive. We believe that very few students would willingly try to not understand what they're learning from their classrooms. Thus, we think that a common reason some students fail today is that the information they receive is not delivered in a way that suits their comprehension. Thus, their only way out of failure is to research the lessons they learn about in the classroom themselves, using somewhere else like the internet. But it often falls into the same exact problem. The internet doesn't tailor search results to someone's education level. For example, a middle schooler researching linear algebra might be bombarded with several college-level essays before they reach information that they can understand. Thus, our tool aims to solve this problem and further the quality of education. It aims to refine that self-learning process such that a student can get results that are suited to their level of comprehension without undergoing extensive research. It does so by taking a search word from the user, say, the history of Texas. It then looks through the first 20 results via Google search, and it scrapes the pages of all of these results. It searches these pages for their content or text, and it analyzes that text to produce a comprehensible difficulty level. So a difficulty level of a text might be 12, which implies that it's suited to a high school senior's understanding. We return this data to the user in a formatted list that shows them each source results under a comprehension category. Thus, the user can find the results that best suit their comprehension, the results that are written in a language they can understand. And thus, they can avoid undergoing some sort of extensive research to get what they want. This is the problem we're trying to solve. And next on, we'll showcase our tool.
Okay, so it's time for a little live demo of our app. First, I'm going to show you how to deploy it. So I'm going to go into the back end, open a PowerShell window. And what you want to do in the PowerShell window is you want to node index.js. So this starts the server on port 3001. Then in your front end, you want to open another PowerShell window and you want to do npm start. This starts the React app in your browser. Now, in an ordinary online setting, this would be automatically deployed to the user. And so here you see our main app opens up, our SmartUP app. We don't dumb things down, we empower students and smart things up. So let's say I want to learn about Benjamin Harrison. I was a really interesting president. I'm going to type his name just like I would in a search query on Google, and I'm going to hit submit. Okay, and here we go. We have the results loaded up. It takes a really long time for the node to refresh. So sometimes you have to give React a nudge and allow it to re-render. But here you can see the reading level sorted from 12, 13, 14, all the way up to 47.63. Now, these results are sorted based on their score using a very common metric coined by Flesch-Kincaid. And if, let's say, hypothetically, I wanted to look at the Ohio Central, the Ohio History Central, the first link, the easiest to read, we can see how this is a very easy to parse piece of text here. But if I go down a little bit, let's say in.gov, you can tell how this is a little bit more dense. This is clearly intended for a more mature audience. And so this is just an example of our app working as it should be.
We also used Google Firebase for authentication to gather data on our users, which would allow us in the future to ideally better tailor recommended readings to the users. So to demo how that works, we have this homepage here, but if we click login, we're prompted to sign in with Google. And if we do that, we can select a Google account and it automatically logs us in. And then we would have a list of articles here, and say we click on one. Well, we have our database over here. There's no data in it right now, but once I click on the read article button, the article opens, but in our database, this new field is added, which has my name. It tries to get my phone number so we could have a rough idea of where they're located geographically. We have the time that they accessed the article, and we also have the URL of the article they accessed. So hopefully that would allow us to give our users better recommendations.